Alright, speaking of games that cause my NES controllers to break. Alright, this is the first time I've played the Japanese version for a marathon. I was hoping I could make like a super sick run, but weird controller. This involves hitting the A button for 1 frame a lot. You're gonna hear me, yeah. But yeah, with whatever, we'll see how well this goes. Pretty cool game. It's the sequel to some game with a generic name, Dragon Fighter, something like that. Dragon something. Anyway. Here we go. Swordmaster TM. So this, yeah, I'll try to commentate as well as I can during this. I have to explain these double jumps. These are not intentional. They are a programming pretty big oversight. In fact, there were a lot of programming oversights. They were trying to give me variable jump height by so it's like if you're in the air and you have the jump button held down, jump again. And it gives you like a certain amount of frames to do it. The problem is it gives you a lot of frames to do it. So I can just be like, ah. Oh man, I wasn't far enough to the right. Alright. Well, we'll see how this fight's supposed to go later, but instead I'll just like crouch here and be really bored. So the US version of this is a little faster because I can skip, or after each stage I can hit start and it will just skip the transition. But this version just has a lot more, you can do a lot more jumps. The fix for the US version was like, alright, fewer jumps, but not 0. It's really a disaster. The platforming in this game, not very good. Anyway, so here's the advantage of being able to jump over everything, because they don't turn around. Though this game really big. It's really fun to speedrun because the execution gate is very high, and I can't believe that happened first try. The RNG is gigantic. There's just so much. Especially, like, that guy usually I reset on him, because he'll just, like, breathe fire. Or he'll charge at you, but it won't clip through. And yeah, see how, like, getting over him, the enemies have to work with you a bit too, or else it won't work. Alright, here's how this fight's, I screwed that up too, wow. Terrible. Usually you just hit him and he'll just keep walking over, trying to get on the screen. My health is, like, really low now. Oh, never mind. Health drop. Yay. That health drop gave me 2 for some reason, I've never seen that happen. Yeah, should be fine. I'm killing more enemies than I would want to, though. Alright, that's scary. So one nice feature of this game is that the experience meter is also your mana bar. So if you level up, you lose all of your mana. So I have a very specific, like, experience route I'm taking. And if I go over, it's like the price is right. If you go over, you're dead. I almost died there. I tried taking that safe, and I did something incredibly unsafe. There. Okay. The Japanese version, the continue defaults to no. Not like the American version does not do that. But the American version will buffer your right input. So you can still also accidentally game over there too. Hey. I'm just playing that a little safer that time. I was just scared, yeah. Alright, I actually despawned the item that thing dropped. If it was important, that would have ended the run, but I don't actually need that one. Ooh, that was good. That's like a 5. My experience is too high. I'm actually gonna have to waste some. Okay, should be good now. Yeah, for that previous stage, usually I'll just like go for broke all the time, and then if I die, just reset. That's why marathon runs are hard. Get rid of one more here. You see how high my experience was? Bam! So in the American version, that's not efficient to do. But in this version, I have to wait anyway for after the end of each stage. So doing a charge shot there is fine, because it costs less mana. But in the American version, you'd want to just pick up the fire spell immediately and get the heck out. Also, yeah, I'm in the ceiling. Turns out, yeah, ceiling. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. Yeah. Got him. It basically is a Mario skip. Now here's the last level. It's really hard. A million things can go wrong. There's 1,000 bosses. This game has a lot of good style and like a wide variety of enemies. Big fan. Now, it's another game that takes a lot of getting used to. You might notice that that attack was nowhere near the enemy. The instruction manual like tries to justify why that attack works. It's pretty funny. It actually tries to justify a few of the bugs. It's like saying how the platforms are slippery on stage 4, even though they're not. It's just the platforming is horrible. Alright, so this guy can instantly kill me if this goes wrong. I'm doing a sort of a dangerous jump over, okay. If he runs backward into me, sometimes you'll just lose all your health for some reason. But it's like half a second faster to jump over him than to jump over some other enemies, so that's why I do it. And if it happened, it would have been really funny. Okay, here's the final boss first phase here. So this skip saves like 9,000 minutes. Because it saves like your entire experience meter. And it's really, really heavy RNG. I actually got it pretty fast. So yeah, fun speedrun if you like RNG and resetting. That's why I speedrun. They're not infinite, you can do up to 6. And each frame you lose is, oh, notice these explosions are actually coded as enemies. My guy turns around to face them. It's pretty funny. Yeah, they involve hitting, those jumps involve hitting the A button for short amounts of time. You can hear me going like clack, 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 clack. That's what that is. Also, the Japanese version has this strobing effect. Actually, you can't see it. Yay, 30 frames per second. Oh yeah. Okay. So what's happening is this picture and the credits are alternating every frame, but you can't see it because it's not 60 frames per second. So you're lucky. Just imagine each frame alternating credits and background image. And then don't look at it. Yay, underestimate for this one. Got it. Is that in the NTSC version 2? I have the world record, I should probably know that. Oh, maybe I'm dumb. Anyway, yay, that's Swordmaster in Street Fighter 2010. And that's it for me. Up next, Solstice, which is great. And then some other games, no spoilers. And I'm